Hi guys, just a video just to say what I'm working on at the moment, what's in the pipeline and what we've kind of finished or what's going on. Got a couple of projects going on at the moment, 40k stuff and some Lord of the Rings, not doing too much fantasy at the moment, although I do have to finish these up for a friend, which I'll show you in a second, if you bear with me, sorry guys. Got this classic squad of turning out just to finish, some that I've not even dealt with yet, but some which are the test models for the colour scheme, which I quite like. This is the sort of thing he was maybe looking for originally, in a green type colour scheme, which I quite like these guys. We were thinking of blue and a yellow quartered scheme, which looks nice. It looks pretty cool, but doesn't really fit in with the theme of his Bretonian army, which is slightly more like a woodland based army type thing, wooden water type scenario with this fluff based in a village, just quickly based in a village near some woodlands with a stream running through it, so blue and green sort of ties in with the whole thinking behind that. Although these are a bit of a pain to paint, they do look pretty cool when they've done up these classic ones compared to the they haven't quite got as much character or what have you, some of the older ones, some of the newer ones, sorry, but I like them. I really do like them. I think these are turning out pretty well as well. I didn't want too much extreme highlighting going on, I just wanted a nice straightforward colour scheme, so that's what we've got. Bit of extreme highlighting on the face and the hands and stuff. A bit of extra work needs to be done on the shading where the bow and hands, that one's had a bit, and this one he needs to, but it's just to test the colour scheme on those first, and now we're going all systems go on those. That's the other thing I have got working on fantasy at the moment. I just picked up a few months back, Beasts of War did in conjunction with Wayland Games, I think it was, some of these Avatars of War guys. I don't know if you can see that properly. Avatar War Berserkers Regiment, and they are absolutely fantastic. I think I got them for something like £16 including delivery, and there's 20 of the guys in there, and the detail on these fellas is just brilliant. Absolutely amazing. The chief guy, where is he there? It's just so cool. You'll get 2 axes in his hand, but he is just brilliant. I haven't got a dwarf army, but I have picked some of these up. The price they were at, they were just incredible. Put there way down the pipeline now. I just had a fiddle about with those and played about building them just to see what they're like. They're cool. The main thing we're working on at the moment though is painting up 24 of these guys. Just trying with some different base types as well. These are for my son. So we're venturing into the Lord of the Rings, a strategy battle game. And so these are the next things on the desk. I've done some Urukai already, painted up. Let my son do the bases on these. He's not done a bad job at all, he's only 9. Well, 9 this weekend just gone. But I think he's done quite a good job of those, the basing on them. Pretty pleased with those. There's a little bit of overrun around the edge, but hey, he's not done many, and I think they're really cool. They go nicely with the figures themselves, so you know, can't complain about that at all. I was really pleased with what he'd done on them. Stick those back. Almost on the same line, we've almost finished. Can you see that? Almost finished Fellowship. We've got Gandalf, Gimli, Aragorn. I had to play back with the base on that one. As you can see, I did like a paving type thing. It turned out okay. Wasn't too bad at all. But I think I prefer the classic Mines of Moria gravelly, stony type look. Yeah, so we've got Aragorn, Gimli, Gandalf, Boromir. Quite liking my Boromir there. Just move that out of the way because it's distracting the light bit. Legolas, oh gosh, my first try really. I'm not going to do it on anything else really, it was just because this is quite a special model of putting the wire on the bow. God, that's a fiddly job. It looks really cool on the model, so I've got to be pleased with that. And another attempt at sort of a paving type base. Then we've got Saruman, who isn't obviously the Fellowship, but it's a really cool figure anyway. I enjoyed painting him up with a cloak as well. Quite subtle shading on the cloak. Quite used to doing those sort of cloaks thanks to Bob, the old Dark Angels cloaks that we've got, that we did. So they're kind of cool. So far, who's this guy? Merry. So Merry's done as well. Just finishing off the base on Frodo. Don't know if it'll show up on the camera, but I've got a blue glaze over the sword, representing when it lights up when enemies are nearby. Sting, I think the sword's name, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. I just need to finish a little bit on the leaf to make it stand out a bit more there. And just got to colour and do the base. I've got 2 more of those to do. We just finished up words as well. Just finished basing him. He's drying up. We have recently done loads of goblins. Good God. All the goblins for the Mines of Moria set. Here we've got a troll. Cave troll. With the hammer. Now the problem with these is, the weakest part of this model is this blinking chain here, and I've got 2 of these models and it's snapped on both. I was going to green stuff one, but it's just not worth it, the amount of weakness that's in it, so I'm quite happy with it like that actually. It just looks like it's broken off, it's not necessarily a weapon. The hammer's the main damage dealing thing off the thing. I quite like how he's turned out with this colour scheme. I don't know if you can see that particularly well under this light. Let's see if we can drag a bit more light in there. It's not showing up particularly well on that one, sorry guys. I'll probably do a bit of a video on that one anyway. Another time saying how we painted it up, so you've got some idea of different style on that. So that's those. So that's what we're working on in fantasy type realms. But at the moment, as well as all these guys here. Oops, nearly dropped it. The old Numenorians. Shed loads of those with the shields, all to be done at some point. As everybody knows in this hobby, the work never ends.